What happens to the current FBI director? Can Patel be confirmed by the Senate? President-elect Donald Trump's stunning announcement that he will nominate Kash Patel as FBI director sets the stage for a fresh round of turbulence at a law enforcement agency tasked with protecting the homeland and investigating federal crimes. Patel, a steadfast Trump ally with plans to shake up the bureau, is a study in contrasts from the current tight-lipped director, Christopher Wray, who preaches a keep calm and tackle hard mantra. In selecting Patel late Saturday over more conventional contenders, the incoming Republican president is again testing his ability to get the Senate to bend to his will by confirming some of his more provocative nominees. What happens to the current FBI director? Wray was appointed director by Trump in 2017 and technically has 3 years left on his 10-year tenure. That length of time is meant to ensure that directors of the nation's most prominent federal law enforcement agency can operate free from political influence or pressure. Presidents have typically, but not always, retained the director who was in place at the time they took office, as Democratic President Joe Biden has done with Wray. But it's also the case that all FBI directors serve at the pleasure of the president. Indeed, Wray was nominated after Trump fired James Comey, the FBI chief he inherited in his first term. The announcement means that Wray can either resign from the job, consistent with Trump's apparent wishes, or wait to be fired once Trump takes office in January. Either way, the selection of a successor is a clear indication that Wray's days are numbered. Should Wray leave before Patel can be confirmed, the position of acting director would presumably be filled in the interim by the FBI's current deputy director. The Bureau, in a statement Saturday night, said, "Every day, the men and women of the FBI continue to work to protect Americans from a growing array of threats." Director Wray's focus remains on the men and women of the FBI, the people we do the work with, and the people we do the work for. Can Patel be confirmed by the Senate? Republicans may have won control of the Senate, but his confirmation is not assured. There are no doubt lawmakers who support Trump's desire for a radically overhauled FBI, particularly following federal investigations that resulted in 2 separate indictments against the president-elect, and who share his sentiment that federal law enforcement has been weaponized against conservatives. But Patel is likely to face deep skepticism during his confirmation hearings over his stated plans to rid the government of conspirators against Trump, and his claims that he would shut down the FBI's Pennsylvania Avenue headquarters in the nation's capital and send the thousands of employees who work there to chase down criminals across the country. And while Trump may have wanted a loyalist willing to pursue retribution against his perceived adversaries, that perspective is likely to give pause to senators who believe that the FBI and Justice Department should operate free of political influence and not be tasked with carrying out a president's personal agenda. Foreshadowing the potentially bruising confirmation fight ahead, Senator Chris Coons, a Delaware Democrat, wrote on social media late Saturday, "Kash Patel will be another test of the Senate's power of advice and consent." Patel needs to prove to the Senate Judiciary Committee that he has the right qualifications and, despite his past statements, will put our nation's public safety over a political agenda focused on retribution.